If you've had a tough Monday, spare a thought for the US President, who is now serving his notice period, or the techies of Karnataka, who may have to spend 14 hours at work every day. If the state government has its way, that's what's in store for them, a 14-hour workday. It's both outrageous and dangerous. And the second such misfire from the same team. Last week, they were in the news for proposing job quotas in the private sector. We told you about this. They wanted reservation, the state government, for Kannadigas, natives of the state. So local candidates in the private sector. The bill invited strong backlash and it had to be shelved. Now they want a 14-hour day. That's a 70-hour work week for people in the tech sector, specifically the IT and ITES sector, meaning information technology and information technology-enabled services, basically your back office or customer support. They may be asked to work 14 hours a day. It is the very definition of inhumane working conditions, and no shocker, it also violates international regulations. The International Labour Organization recommends a 9-hour working day. Indians already have it rough. An average Indian works 48 hours a week, which makes us the 5th most overworked country in the world. Now, Karnataka wants to take it to another level by adding 22 more hours per week. Is this even legal? Well, technically, yes. In India, each state has its own set of regulations about work hours. In Karnataka, this regulation falls under the Karnataka Shops and Commercial Establishment Act. It allows a maximum of 10 hours work per day, including overtime. The government wants to amend this act. At this point, it's just a proposal, but the very idea to normalize a 14-hour work day has triggered people. Perhaps the only person taking it well is Narayan Murthy, the co-founder of IT giant Infosys. Last year, he asked young workers to put in 70 hours a week, which sparked a huge debate. Incidentally, Infosys is also headquartered in Bengaluru, the capital of Karnataka, also known as India's Silicon Valley, home to about 2 million IT workers. And they're not happy with this 70-hour proposal. IT sector unions are up in arms. They're calling it, and I'm quoting, the biggest ever attack on the working class in this era. They've called for a nationwide strike. The opposition is understandable here. Science backs it. Working 55 hours or more impacts health. So working 70 hours will obviously be worse. There are mental, physical and emotional health implications. According to the World Health Organization, working long hours kills 750,000 people each year through stroke and heart diseases. And Karnataka's IT sector already faces these issues. 45% of their employees reportedly suffer from depression, according to this report at least. 55% face physical health problems. Plus, a 70-hour work week will have ripple effects. It will worsen gender equality for one. Women do more unpaid labor than men at home. They will not be able to commit to 14-hour days. They may be pushed out of the formal job sector. Has the Karnataka government taken all these factors into account? If not, they may want to. They may want to also consider some other cases like China. They have what's called the 996. People work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days a week, 996. Now, this has caused widespread protests in the country. Then we have Japan and South Korea, where people die from overwork. More people die from overwork than they do from diseases like malaria. Death by overwork is so common, they even have a word for it. It's called karoshi. Plus, longer hours do not necessarily translate into more productivity. In fact, they can do the very opposite. Long hours hamper judgment, output levels, and interpersonal communication. Workers are more likely to make mistakes. 95 workers see a drop in performance if they do not get adequate rest. So the research is clear. We've said this before and we'll say it again. Each one of us has a different threshold and drive when it comes to work. If you enjoy it, it won't even feel like work, but it cannot be institutionalized. The world over, companies and individuals are in pursuit of work-life balance. Karnataka should not try to head in the opposite direction and squander the advantage and goodwill its IT industry has earned over the years.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On this today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special
We'll start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital,